Carpool for School.
Welcome to Carpool for School, and I must say, Tim, you look absolutely tremendous today. Looking very cool, very cool.
Yes, definitely. It's because today's idea is going to be so bright. I need these sunglasses to protect my retinas.
Sorry about that. It is Free Resource Friday, Tim, which only means we need to have a look in the teaching and learning bag.
Oh my thank goodness for this protection of sunglasses I'm wearing.
Note to everybody, it's actually raining outside. So Tim, what do we have in the teaching and learning bag today?
Please tell us.
Well, I'm going to tell you, it is using voice technology to reduce your workload and give personalised feedback to all students inspired by the fabulous Teacher Toolkit, aka Ross McGill. So I came across this roughly about 2 years ago from one of the talks that he did, and it absolutely changed my life. It's an absolute game changer if you've not come across it before. And as you can see now from his blog, it explains it in a lot more detail, and you can have a look at that, and I would advise you to have a read of it and look at all the different ways in which you can use it. Now, I will quickly show you how I've used it to reduce my marking and feedback for the students, feedback to students within my maths class and within my PE class, and I'd like to demonstrate and show you that now. So, segue. Hello everyone, I'm just going to quickly show you how I have used voice recording to reduce my workload and improve personalised feedback to all of my students in my GCSE classes and within my maths classes. So as you can see there, all I did was go over to the 9 dots here, click on it, then go down to Google Drive, and as you can see we're on this page here. So if you want to create a new document, just go on to New and then go down to Google Docs. Now when I found this voice technology out, it completely changed my life, to be honest, because I could now use it for my emails, I could use it for report writing, and I could use it for blogs or whatever you want to do. Quickly show you a template which I use within my GCSE PE class, and you're more than welcome to use the same template, and if you're interested I can fire that across to you, not a problem whatsoever. So what I'm going to do now is just quickly talk you through the template. I'm going to show you how I've used it, but first of all I just want to point out one of the key concerns that I have as a teacher is one of the key things for feedback. So when we give students feedback, sometimes you give the students feedback, but how do we actually know that they understand the key areas that we want them to develop from what we've marked, and how do we actually know that they understand that? So what I've built into my curriculum and into my timetable is every 2 to 3 weeks is I have a flipped learning lesson where I provide videos on the Google Classroom platform where they can watch that. These are the videos that I've created where they can watch it, they can work at their own pace, at their own level, take down any notes or any misconceptions that they have, and then we can have that learning conversation at some point where we can go through those misconceptions. Whilst that's going on, I call out students one by one at the back of the room, so it's quite discreet, whilst everyone have got their earphones in while they're watching the different videos, taking the notes down. And this is really really important that we have that sort of time, one-to-one, bespoke intervention within the classroom. And the beauty of that is using this technology, it's allowed me to have that live intervention in the classroom, because obviously there will be students in your class that may be quite shy and they won't want to demonstrate in front of everybody else their misconceptions and what they don't know. So this is when you can get that out of the students and you can have that open dialogue with them, and whilst that's going on you can actually provide the feedback for them, and at the end of the lesson you print it off and they can put it in the books, and you now know their misconceptions, and they now know what they need to do to improve. So I'll just talk you through the template. So at the top here what we've got is solving anagrams, so obviously literacy, because we're all teachers of literacy. So what I do there is I look through the books, see if there's any spelling mistakes, and then I pick out some words that they're really struggling with, and then I put the anagrams there that they have to try and solve. And then obviously here we've got what went well, even better if, and then what I love is solo taxonomy, because obviously it's feed forward, and once the students grasp it, it's fantastic because they know where they're at, where they need to go, but more importantly they know how to get there, and that's what feed forward is all about. And once they have that academic language of solo taxonomy, it's a joy to listen to when they're speaking about their learning and how they progress to the next stage. So let's have a look at the voice technology then, so if you've never seen it before. So we just go over to tools, we go down to voice typing,
we go over to here where we click. Once I click the microphone, it's live, and then when I start talking, it will start typing. So for example, this will be very basic, and I just want to demonstrate it. Well done, Matthew. I'm very impressed with your effort at the moment. Your knowledge and understanding of the characteristics of a skillful performance. And then obviously you'll just quickly go through, see if there's any spelling mistakes, and then quickly correct that. But it basically changed the way I give feedback, and it saves so much time, and the students are very appreciative of it, because you're giving students personalised feedback, you're giving feedback that is targeted at their needs, because you're having that open dialogue within the lesson with the student, and they now know, once you've given that feedback, what they need to do to improve, which is fantastic. And yeah, it's an absolutely fantastic tool. And if you would like any help or support with it, if you just want to contact us or email us or get in contact with us on Twitter, that's absolutely fine, and we'll help you with any of that.
So Tim, what are your takeaways from Free Resource Friday?
Well, it's time for me to take these glasses off after the amazing idea. My takeaway is, I think it looks awesome. I want to try it with some students. I work, well, fortunate enough to work with a load of students that verbally are amazing, and then to write their ideas down, they can find great difficulty from it. So me watching that, straight away I'm thinking about, well, can I get it with students, because it's also free. You know, it's an inclusive tool that's free, and anything that students can use at school, if they've got a computer at home, they can use it. It's just a win-win, and I'm really looking forward to doing it, and looking forward to telling you how it's gone. What are your takeaways?
I've already said my takeaways.
Oh my goodness, that's part of Free Resource Friday, isn't it? That is your takeaway. Okay, well, I hope everyone found that very, very informative, and I hope everyone has a fabulous day.
A fabulous day, everybody. Bye-bye.